This is really for anyone who's having a hard time with this level. Um, Specifically, I made this because of Toph. He's doing this, so I was like, hey, why not make a tutorial since I beat the level? So, giving like a walkthrough, a lot of yapping, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go through the parts in order, so I'm gonna skip around. Feel free to skip around, go to whichever part you need practice on and whatever. So it's like this part, not that bad. This beginning part is pretty easy. This part, you can't you can't hold out of this, because if you do, you die to here. So to time it with the then you like the three taps. So you're like so you're like yeah, and then you should pass it. This all the orbs on this they do come out of nowhere, so you just have to know which ones. Avoid the yellow pad here, because it's a fake. This, you could, sometimes if you buffer this, you can die to this, the saw, but most of the time you'll make it through. Skip that, skip this blue pad right there. These are fakes. Just hit the yellow. For this part, just follow the line. It shouldn't be that bad. Just follow the line. If I could do it. It's gonna do the little like the glitchy, the go back and forth thing, or the keep going forward thing. Just you can fall like right there, like what I did. It's gonna do it again. For here, you want to go up, down, and then up again, and then hit this black orb. So it's three quick taps. So ba ba ba, and then hit this to go up here. Hold on. You go ba ba ba, and then you hit this to go up here, and then go down here. And then you can go like you can do one, then two, and one there. And then for this, just follow the indicators. They just tell you where to jump. Wave, not that bad. This one's a bit weird. This spike, even though it shows it has a hitbox, it goes away just as you go to it. So this one you want to jump off of because it acts like a fake spike. Other than that, this part's pretty easy. Pretty straightforward. This jump, I think is fine. It's straightforward. You can buffer this, and in fact, I recommend buffering this because it's easy. You can go into there. You can hit the yellow orb a tiny bit late, and then you can buffer this. Buffer that as well. And you can buffer this as well, and you can make it across, so don't try and time it. This part, most of the jumps are easy. You just have to go early, because if you go late, you can die to this. So make sure to jump early, or basically around where the indicators are. This, you can just like hold, it's like that, hit that, obviously, and then this part's not that bad. This part, if you want to, you can just fly through this normally, or you can go the safe route and hug the ceiling and the floor most of the time. This part, do that, where you go to the um, you go up, so you hit this ceiling, and then just fly down to this, and then fly up to that. It makes it easier. And then this, not that bad. This orb, be careful of this orb, because if you're like spamming down here for ship control or whatever, you might hit this red orb early, which makes this the hitbox for this. Even though it looks like it moves, the hitbox is still there, so you can still die to this. So what I would recommend is probably like flying pretty high up here, and then hitting this like right in the center, just to make sure. And then you can even yourself up here, so, and then do that. Same kind of thing with this one, but this one's less finicky. You can just hit this, and this will go away. Same with this dash orb. You should aim to hit it around the middle, because then this will actually activate and go down. That wave part can be hard if you're not used to duels, but just like focus on, what I do is I focus on the bottom one, and that's kind of it, and I treat it like a normal wave section. And then this, you can do the dun dun dun. You can time it with the music. You're like, it's like, you go like bam bam. You go like bam bam bam. I know that the first jump in that wave, or this UFO is bam. You should probably hit that like a bit later, so you can set up for the rest of them and not die to the end of the first block. This, you just go like this. You go the bam bam. You gotta hit that and then jump midair. Treat it like a normal wave section. I do the double tap for that because I can click fast enough. If you can't, then just like do that. It's a bit harder to like see where one is, but you can, if you got the feel for it, then you can do it pretty easily. This, you can time that with the music, so not bad. This, you want to go down here, and then up. So it sets you up to hit this blue orb. Don't hit this red orb, because that will send you up and you'll die. Then you only go red and then green. So that's all you need to go, red and then green. And then once you hit the Q portal, or a little bit before the Q portal, you should click and hold. Like, and then you can just hold throughout this entire section. And you should make it all the way through. And then, yeah. This, what I would recommend is going up here so that you fall a bit down here, and then you click in this portal, or a little bit after. So then you go like that. This section is randomized between going up and down. So be sure to either look at the arrows or just see where these generally are. And then say that. Now it's the duel. So this is the hardest part because Jonathan duels are impossible. But um, I'm gonna hit the. I'm gonna go in slow mo. So obviously jump through that. This part you can hold. So like, and then it'll buffer both of these orbs, and then it's just another duel, and then you jump off of this, hit that, and then bump bump bump. You hit that 3 times, and then what you want to do in fast motion, you have the dun dun, you know. Um, so whatever, and then this. Don't buffer this because you will actually, yeah, you can buffer it. So yeah, you can buffer that. I think makes it easier. Then you hit the orb, and then that part is tricky. I don't know how to explain how I do it. I just have the feel for it, I guess. So that part, if you don't have it down, just keep doing it, I guess. Get the feel for it. I don't know how to explain it, but this, you can do the da na na na. You can click with that, so you only have to click 4 times. So it's easier like that. Like if you listen, you can do that. If you listen, you can hear me clicking like that. This part, I would just I would recommend doing like a medium tap out of the orb, and then a slightly like micro click out of it, like just in case, because like sometimes you don't make it and you hit this, um, but you can also do one like larger click, which is pretty more consistent. So just ignore what I just said. Just do like one medium to long click, and then this, do and pretty normal tabs. You can basically only focus on the robot at this part. So because if you do the same inputs with the ball, it just works. So do like a light click with that. Do this. Do like a micro click here, but make it. This click indicator is pretty weird. Make it so that you're basically like on the edge of the block. So like click, oh there, big click. So make it so that you're like right on the edge, and then do like a tiny click there. So like, and then you can just spam out of that. So in case you just to make sure. This transition is a bit blind. You can just practice it, I guess. There isn't really a way to see what's up ahead, but just practice that. This, pretty easy. That ending part can be hard, a little bit hard for people that like can't really click as fast, but it's just like basically two double clicks, because you can, I'm pretty sure you can buffer those. Yeah, so it's just two double clicks and then a triple click into a dash orb. So remember, don't try not to spam in that section, because you might hit the dash orb and then immediately let go because you're spamming. Um, so try to get the timing down. I would recommend that. This, that dash orb doesn't have a that dash orb doesn't have a stopping block or a I forget what block it is. I think it's an S block. Yeah, I think. And then so just make sure to let go at around like here. So you make it down to this. Then what you want to do is you don't have to click in here at all. You just click twice on the things. Okay, this part with this, you have to time this. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if you have to time this, but I would recommend timing this to where you're like pretty on the edge of the block, because if you jump too early, then you hit the edge of this and die. So like actually, I don't know how I did that. Like how I died. I'm pretty sure you can buff or you can just hold there. No, you can't. Like you see, if you're like really early, then you die there. So there's no harm in just timing it. This I recommend hitting each one of these orbs slightly late, so you don't accidentally hit one of the saws. You can do that, the three little jumps, or if you're like cool, you can do like one jump and then a mini jump or like a slightly larger jump up to the third. You don't have to do that. I didn't do that, but you can do it. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward UFO. You can just like keep clicking until you hit this, and then because it'll adjust you. But you can also like you can also do that. I'd recommend hitting it twice, clicking twice here, so you go bam bam, and then you just get redirected by that. So it's like, so you can bana bana da. So that's a dana, and then like something like that. Kind of like that. You can hear the lyrics, and you can kind of time your clicks around that. This double click this got me when I was actually going for this like a couple times and was pretty hard. It's just click fast twice, and only twice, because if you click too fast here, I think you can like die to here, or I don't think you can, but you click twice here pretty fast, and then make sure you go around like where the click indicator is, maybe a little bit before that, because you're going pretty fast and you might hit this spike, but also not too early because you might hit this one. Just get the feel for it. Pretty simple, standard stuff. This ending, that was all just mainly practice stuff. There's not really anything I can say about that. This blue orb was like really annoying going for this, because it flings you up really fast, so you barely have any time to hit this before hitting the ceiling. So most of the time I'd hit it early. So what I would recommend, if you don't have the timing down, then you just start spamming. Just get through it, because if you getting the timing is pretty annoying, but you can get the timing if you like try, because there are H blocks, I think, and then it shouldn't be that bad. Those most of this is just get the feel for it, because it's not, there's not really any things for it. The ending is the most stressful part. So I recommend waiting for I feel like waiting for an uncomfortable amount of time here so that you're like guaranteed to be in the middle of this and then just go like bam bam bam. So like so that the ending, just keep practicing it. Like that's basically all I can recommend. Um if yeah, basically for the end just keep practicing it. Um because you will get it down eventually. This whole level is gets really consistent if you like are constantly practicing it and whatever. So because I can basically do this with my eyes closed at this point. It's very consistent. Um, I think this is the first hard demon I beat. I don't remember if this was I think this was the first, but yeah, I would just practice the level, get everything down, and yeah. So I hope that fixes anyone's problems with this. I hope that helped a bit. Yeah.